Hi, would you like to hear the good, best things that I've done in Los Angeles, California, and Southern California, Hollywood, California, right? Okay, well, when I was 19, I moved there by myself. I went out there alone. God says in the Bible that children are not a man or a woman until they're 20 years old. And I was 19 and went out there on my own. And it was not easy. I didn't have that much money, and my mom and dad helped me with money to start taking classes and work on films and stuff because when I was a teenager, when I was 17, they started pushing me out of the house. And they said I either have to, well, they wanted me to get a job and grow up. And it's not their fault. They were very helpful to me. They were very kind to me. They helped me with millions of dollars in their lives. And they put me to work too, so I wasn't just getting free money for them. And it wasn't easy work, but I got probably 10 times the amount of money that I would have. Well, who knows how much money I would have had if I had left home when I was, I don't know, because I had to go to school to get money from them instead of having to get a job. Then I wouldn't have gone to all that school and I would have been a rock star instead. But instead, I was a rock star because I sing in 3 musical movies, 3 feature films that are real movies with celebrities that I hired. And I'm also the lead actor, a movie star, a literal movie star. I'm famous because of my hard work. Is Taza famous? Is my little sister famous? No. She didn't care. She didn't feel like trying to have something to prove. She forgave all of them who looked down on her. But she's worked hard now, and she has some money or something like that now. She kind of maybe has a net worth or something like that. She's my little sister, and she's gone to a community college. I went to 9 colleges and universities. I studied very hard when the other kids were doing whatever they felt like. And I worked really hard the whole time since I was 17, and really hard since I was 20. I worked really hard. And you don't want to waste your life doing that because it feels like I only got back about 1% of the monetary results that I should have gotten because it was really hard work and it's not fun. And some of it's fun and some of it's good and some of it's really fun and it's okay. But my family was taken away from me. My wife and children were taken away from me and they're taken to Texas. And that made it like nothing was, it was really okay. And that caused depression. And I hope my mom and dad are okay. They helped me. You know, think about it, millions of dollars in your entire life. I'm 47. I shouldn't say because maybe God wants me to not say so other people thought that I was younger. Sometimes God wants you to do that. And I don't lie about my age. If I'm supposed to act like maybe I might have been 68, then I would act like that, but I don't think that's ever happened yet. It could happen. I don't know. It might happen now. I don't know what's going to happen. God knows. God knows the future. We don't know the future unless you're really godly. Then maybe you're a prophet. Some great lighting on my face. Wow. Okay, that shouldn't matter. Some great lighting. That doesn't matter, Ayla. You look good in any lighting. Great. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about trying to look like really cool and perfect or something. It matters. Everything matters. Every detail of everything matters. God made everything the way it is for a reason. Every tiny detail. A little thing flew across my face. That that matters if it's bad. If it's bad, um, it matters if it's good. Every detail of everything matters. I'm supposed to learn that somehow. Maybe I didn't know I was talking about. Hey, my hair looks okay. Well, it did until I said it out loud. Then it looked really bad. Hi. That's another thing that you have to watch out for what you say. You're supposed to be quiet and not blurt out things. You're not supposed to randomly say things. Ayla's probably the best about that of people we know. And so here are the things I did in California. I met my wife. You want to hear big things on a resume that I did so it looks like I'm really big? Well, I told you I'm famous because I have 200 million views, and I'm a movie star who starred in 3 movies and also was the writer and director of those movies. And I produced them all. That means that I had to study how to produce movies, and I had to do it in real life, and there's no one else with the responsibility to get it done besides me and God. And God made me do it, and it was not easy. Every one of those movies, well, now, every one of those movies were hard work. And it was fun and good and easy. And it was easy and good and great and hard work and sad when my wife and children were taken away from me. That was really bad. That's been the worst. And so I did big things like I filmed a $155,000 budget movie that I paid for myself from my mom working as a real estate agent for 2 years. She gave me all the money she earned for 2 years. Here and there, she gave me $12,000, $8,000, $10,000. Here and there, she'd give me like money check. I don't know how she did it, but she gave it to me when I was in film school. And back then, it was only $80,000. But with inflation today, it would be like a $155,000 movie. I filmed a movie in 2005. In 2006, and it was called Crazy Animal, and it was supposed to be called One Nation Under God, but Danica changed the title of it because I had these huge ambitions. I was going to be president after I got really famous. I was going to be the youngest president ever, I was going to be president when I was 35, the youngest age you can get to be president, and I was going to do that by the year 2012. And instead, God had different plans, and I moved back to a small town, and it was more difficult to get more famous because, like, now I can be a big A-list superstar. Maybe I can really do it. It's been so sad and depressed here. I was persecuted, and maybe I'll actually leave and go to like New York or Los Angeles or maybe Texas to get her and the kids if I can make it there one more time, because if she's not ready to come home, then I don't know what to do. And I'm not happy doing little things, but maybe I'm happy again. I don't know. I felt very sad and depressed for a few days. I don't know why. I feel like I'm missing something. Like I have to get more sleep. I don't know. So, I did big things like this. I filmed one of the scenes for my feature film Crazy Animal at a rented movie house that was built as a set house for one of the huge studios like Warner Brothers. And it's the movie that they made the movie up after the guy who owns the house, Norman. He was this little Jewish man who was older, and he'd say, "I'm Norman, that's my house." And me and Danica went there, and the movie studios would film there sometimes. It was like a house that was built as a set. It just looks like a regular house kind of out in the woods. It was out in the woods in Los Angeles, and I found it in some brochure of like, you places that you can rent, like houses and stuff, to film your movie. So you actually have the rights to film there and stuff. And you can get any house you find to film at. You can film anywhere that the owner says it's okay. You don't need a special kind of movie house. And there's nothing really that special about it. It was a cheaply made house, and it didn't have that good toilets, or it didn't have that good electricity in it and stuff. And it was a cheap set built house instead of like a really good quality house. But it was a house, and we filmed in there, and it was fun, and it was good, and there's nothing bad about it. It was like $700 a day or $1,500 a day or something like that. $1,500 every 2 days. I don't remember. And I also had to rent a movie trailer for my actors and crew to go in to change and put makeup on and stuff like that. And I had to rent a porta potty so they could use the bathroom. He didn't want us to use the bathroom in the house. He said the plumbing wasn't that great. And I had to rent generators and movie lights and a full union crew. A union crew, which was only less than 12 people, maybe 5 people. So it wasn't that expensive, but it got so expensive that I had to finish. I had to finish. I had to, if you ever have to quit filming a movie, just quit. And I got my own camera. I got my own movie camera, and I filmed the rest of it with me and Danica and a cheap tripod that was like $20. And I had a good enough movie camera that looked like film for back then. It looked like the real film cameras for back then. Nowadays, you can film on an iPhone and it looks really good quality. And so this video was made because I felt like, well, hi Ayla. Hi Ayla. Are you okay? It doesn't matter how famous you are, or cool or good looking here with these lights, or whatever is an earthly value is important. Well, everything matters, but it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last, and we can't take it to the next life that's really forever. So you have to be godly and good and Jesus-like, not for a payoff. It's not for you. It's not for selfish reasons. It's how we're supposed to be. It's how we're supposed to be for others. For others. So the most important is to love God more than you love anyone. And secondly, to love others like you love yourself. And don't be tempted to lust. Don't be tempted to sin. Don't be a glutton, but that's unlikely that people are going to really be a glutton. People work kind of hard at not eating too much food, or they work hard at trying to eat enough. It's funny, the screen keeps turning off. I think YouTube wants my videos to be not very long. I don't know. So I did big things like that. I filmed on different sound stages. I got film degrees. I got my BA from Loyola Marymount University, where I was with Danica. And I got my MFA from Chapman University in film production. And I also went to like 9 colleges and universities. I don't even want to talk about them. So this is about Los Angeles for some reason. Maybe my dad is watching this. It's a little embarrassing that I tried to look really cool, but my nose looked bad from that angle with the lighting or whatever. But here, my nose looks really good from this angle. But I don't know what the lighting looks like or what. In real life, you can tell how I am. And like my voice sounds shaky because I was persecuted, and so I've been afraid to go out there. But I'm supposed to pretty much leave town, so I don't know where I'm gonna go because I'll have to work. And I don't know where I'm going to work at, but I have a huge resume in movies and films and videos, and also singing and music, because I was the lead singer in 3 musical feature films. And I made the music too, and I know how to make music, and I have 70 films and videos, music videos, and I have 3,000 videos. I have 3,000 videos. I've produced music before. I know how to do it really well. I don't know. I've been abstinent for almost 7 years. I haven't been with a woman in that way for almost 7 years. It's not fun. I like being with a woman. I'd like to be with my wife every day. And instead, I had to suffer. And people who fornicate, there may be punishment for it, but it's worse for me because I'm married. So it's like adultery, so it's even worse. So I can't even get to have sex. That's how oops, I shouldn't say that. I hope they don't play this for Ayla. That's how a baby is born. That's how a baby is born. Well, at least my hair's starting to look a little bit better because it's longer. Okay. And I had been planning on having long hair. Hi, Mom, how are you? Hi, Mom, how are you? Hi, Mom, how are you? You know, like the way my voice sounds, that I was frightened and scared so bad that I sounded like that. Okay. So, what other big things did I do in Los Angeles? I got married, and we made Rowan. Unless we made Rowan, that's good. We got married in Los Angeles. Not at the ceremony, but God married us. God married us. The ceremony was like some fun thing Danica wanted to do that I didn't really like very much. But it was okay. I didn't say it. It wasn't that I didn't like it. I just was... they gave me this cake and it made me sick. And I couldn't eat any vegan food there. I was a vegan and I got sick. And some other kind of bad things happened. But it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. It was actually pretty fun. It was really good. I'm sorry, Danica. It was good. I deserved it. I deserved it because I would have had like an Axl Rose wedding, like, or something like that, and stayed with her as a girlfriend, as my girlfriend, and not been with anyone else. But really, God would have had us married. Mom, what do you want? Mom, what do you want? Mom, what do you want? I can't go to you. I'm married to Danica. I'm married to Danica. I'm married to Danica. Okay. If you're watching this, Mom. No, I'm not crazy. I don't know what to say. Bye. Praise Jesus. Believe in God and Jesus.